What if I told you it's never too late to regain your lost strength, restore your flexibility and mobility, and reignite that energy you thought was gone? All without breaking the bank or making huge, overwhelming changes to your life. In the journey we're about to embark on together, I'm going to share with you 5 secrets. 5 powerful, yet incredibly easy to implement golden keys. They can help you revolutionize your own health, improve the quality of your life, starting today. These aren't drastic overnight transformations, but rather small, intentional shifts that add up to extraordinary results over time. And why should you listen carefully all the way to the very end? Because the last 2 secrets I'm about to reveal are truly game changers. They hold the potential to completely revolutionize your daily routine, bringing a fresh new sense of vitality and energy that perhaps you thought you'd never find again. Whether your goal is to maintain long-term independence, increase your flexibility and suppleness, or simply feel better and happier each day, the insights coming up are packed with value to help you achieve just that. This journey isn't just about adding years to your life. More importantly, it's about adding more life to those years. So, please don't go anywhere. If you enjoyed this video, comment 1 to let me know. If not, comment 2. Your thought matters to me either way. Did you know that the quality of your sleep can profoundly determine your long-term health, especially as you grow older? It's a silent foundation, often underestimated, but sleep isn't just a luxury. It's a vital, life-sustaining process that impacts nearly every aspect of our being. As we age, our well-being becomes more dependent on these simple yet powerful nurturing practices. Yet many of us struggle. Maybe you find it hard to fall asleep, wake up multiple times during the night, or simply don't feel rested when you open your eyes in the morning. If this sounds familiar, you're certainly not alone. But here's a crucial point. Getting older should not mean accepting poor sleep. In fact, it should motivate you even more to prioritize the quality of your rest. Sleep becomes a cornerstone of our health, supporting our physical, mental, and emotional well-being. Think about what happens when you sleep. Your body enters this miraculous state of repair and rejuvenation. Your immune system works its magic, healing and restoring you for the challenges ahead. Sleep strengthens memory, enhances cognitive function, and boosts your overall mood. Without enough restful sleep, however, you might start noticing little things slipping. Forgetfulness, confusion, or that constant feeling of being in a fog. It's like your body is running on low, and even simple tasks start feeling like burdens. Worse still, lack of sleep can worsen stress, leading to more irritability and feeling overwhelmed. For older adults, the need for restorative sleep is even more pressing due to the natural shifts in our bodies and minds. Even small disruptions, whether from stress, anxiety, or unhealthy habits, can have a profound effect. Sleep disturbances might sneak up, often unnoticed, until they start draining our energy, patience, and happiness. But we have the power to reclaim our nights. We don't have to accept restless nights as part of aging. The solution often lies in making small, meaningful changes. You don't have to wait for sleep issues to spiral. When you start listening to your body's signals and make sleep a priority, you'll be amazed at the transformation. Consider creating a calm, serene sanctuary in your bedroom. Dim the lights, maybe light a candle. Set a soothing atmosphere with a warm bath or practice deep breathing exercises. These are simple but powerful ways to prepare your mind and body for the restorative sleep you deserve. And please, do yourself a huge favor. Avoid electronic screens before bed. That blue light emitted by phones, computers, and TVs can rob you of the melatonin needed for sleep. Your body needs that wind-down time. Remember, sleep isn't just about feeling rested. It's a gift you give yourself. It's a way of nurturing your mind, body, and spirit. Each night of restful sleep brings you one step closer to waking up refreshed, recharged, and ready to face the day with strength and vitality. Prioritize sleep. After all, it's about taking care of the most important person in your life, you. What one small change can you commit to tonight to honor your need for restorative sleep? Have you ever really stopped to think about how much time you spend sitting each day? It might seem like a small question, but when you actually reflect on it, at work, during meals, while relaxing, watching TV, the hours can be quite shocking. Our modern society has almost made sitting the default position. The couch feels like the ultimate sanctuary after a long day, and it's understandable. We're wired to seek comfort, to let our bodies rest. But here's the simple, maybe uncomfortable, truth. Spending too much time in that position can be doing more harm than good, even if you don't feel the consequences immediately. Sitting for extended periods isn't just about how you feel in the moment. It's about the long-term toll it takes on your health. It's easy to dismiss a few hours of sitting, especially when your body isn't complaining loudly. But over time, this sedentary behavior slowly, silently chips away at your well-being. It leads to significant health problems that not only affect your quality of life, but also threaten the very independence that so many of us cherish. Imagine a life where getting up from a chair or walking across the room becomes a struggle. Is that the future you envision? For many, the fear of losing independence is one of the greatest anxieties of aging, and the more time we spend glued to a chair, the closer we inch toward that unfortunate reality. Inactivity isn't just about aching muscles or stiff joints. It's a creeping danger affecting your entire body. When you sit for hours without moving, your circulation suffers. Blood can pool in your lower extremities, and your heart has to work harder. Your muscles begin to weaken, and over time, you lose the flexibility needed for even basic movements. This isn't a matter of if. It's a matter of when. And it doesn't stop there. Sedentary living is a gateway to numerous chronic diseases. Obesity becomes easier as your metabolism slows down, followed closely by conditions like type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, and high cholesterol. Perhaps one of the most insidious consequences is its effect on mental health. Depression and anxiety are far more likely when your body is stagnant, as lack of physical activity negatively impacts brain chemistry, leading to mental fog and emotional fatigue. The damage isn't immediate, but it accumulates. What you do today builds up over weeks, months, and years. Eventually, you might find yourself with limited mobility, chronic pain, or a body that feels heavier and harder to move. Simple tasks become monumental challenges. But here's the truly good news. You don't have to let that happen. You don't need to run marathons or spend hours in a gym. What matters most is incorporating regular movement into your life in a way that feels sustainable and accessible. Small changes have a huge impact. Think micro movements. Break up long periods of sitting. Set a reminder to stand up and stretch every hour, or even every 30 minutes. Walk around the house while talking on the phone. March in place during TV commercials. Take the stairs instead of the elevator whenever possible. Park a little further away from the store entrance. These small actions add up. It's not about perfection, it's about consistency. Even the smallest efforts make a difference. It's those tiny, seemingly insignificant steps that help maintain your mobility, circulation, muscle strength, and vitality in the long run. The goal is simply to stay active, even if it's just for a minute at a time. Because that minute could add up to hours of increased energy, and ultimately, a healthier, more independent life. I know it's easy to get comfortable, to settle into that chair, but what are you sacrificing for that fleeting comfort? Every time you choose to stay still when you could move, you might be compromising your future freedom. Make the decision today to get up, move, and embrace the freedom that comes with staying active. Choose movement now, before it's too late. How often do you actually step outside and feel the sun on your skin? Sunlight is far more than just comforting warmth. It's a vital, life-giving force our bodies need to thrive, especially as we get older. Something subtle happens as we age. Our body's natural ability to produce vitamin D starts to decline. This essential vitamin, often taken for granted, plays a crucial role in regulating our bones, muscles, and immune system. Without enough of it, we become more vulnerable to weak bones, muscle aches, joint stiffness, and even an increased risk of falling. For those of us who spend most of our time indoors, this is a huge missed opportunity. We might not realize it, but every minute spent separated from the sun is time our body isn't getting the vital boost it needs to stay strong. The truth is, getting outside into natural sunlight doesn't need to be a major commitment or cost anything, but the benefits can be truly transformative. As routines become more sedentary, it's easy to get stuck inside. But what if stepping outside for just a few minutes each day could change everything? The healing power of sunlight is profound. Beyond vitamin D for strong bones and a robust immune system, studies show that exposure to natural light helps regulate our circadian rhythms, our internal body clock. This leads to better sleep at night and more energy during the day. Sunlight also helps boost the production of serotonin, often called the happy hormone, which can lift our mood when the world feels heavy. It's like giving your body a gentle, natural reset every single day. Now, I'm not suggesting you need to spend hours basking under the sun. That's not necessary and can be harmful. A mere 10 to 20-minute walk outdoors, maybe in your garden or around the block, or even just sitting on your porch, can work wonders. It's about creating a small, sustainable habit that nurtures your health. Those moments in the sunlight can breathe new life into your body and mind, offering a fresh burst of energy and clarity. It's also important to be sun-smart. Aim for morning or late afternoon sun when the UV rays are less intense. While you need some skin exposure, like arms and legs, to make vitamin D, always protect your face and sensitive areas, especially if you'll be out longer than those brief 10-20 minutes. Use sunscreen where needed, wear a hat, and sunglasses. Find that balance between absorbing the benefits and protecting your skin. Try integrating sunlight exposure with activities you enjoy. Take your morning coffee outside, do some light gardening, read a book by a sunny window, or simply stand on your balcony and breathe in the fresh air. These moments ground us and connect us to the natural world. Making sunlight a daily habit strengthens not just your bones, but your emotional resilience too. It helps you feel more energized, peaceful, and present. Don't let these opportunities slip by. Embrace the sun's healing touch. Those few minutes each day can make a world of difference to both your physical and emotional well-being. Let the sunlight remind you of life's simple joys. Can you schedule a short sun date for yourself tomorrow? It's common, as we age, to notice our legs just don't respond like they used to. Simple activities we once took for granted, like walking, can begin to feel like monumental tasks. Knees might ache, muscles seem less firm, and the thought of losing our ability to move freely can feel like a looming fear. It's easy to start viewing our legs as obstacles, making us feel fragile. But I want to remind you of something incredibly empowering. Your legs don't have to become burdens. They can become your most trusted allies once again. It's never too late to regain control, no matter your age. Whether you're in your 60s, 70s, or even 80s, you are not too old to build strength. And the beauty is, you don't need fancy gym memberships or grueling workouts. What you need is a commitment to moving, even just a little each day. Why is leg strength so crucial? Strong legs are the pillars of our independence. They allow us to stand up, sit down, walk confidently, climb stairs, and perform countless daily tasks without assistance. Weak legs, on the other hand, dramatically increase the risk of falls, a major threat to independence and health in later life. Difficulty with simple movements can lead to social isolation and a fear of moving, creating a negative downward spiral. The science tells us that muscle loss, or sarcopenia, is a natural part of aging. But the fantastic news is that it's largely preventable and even reversible with exercise. Your muscles retain the ability to adapt and grow stronger at any age. So, how can we build that foundation? With simple, effective exercises you can do right at home. Chair squats. Stand in front of a sturdy chair. Slowly lower yourself as if you're about to sit down, keeping your back straight. Then stand back up. You can lightly touch the chair for balance or actually sit down fully before standing. Repeat this 10-15 times. Heel raises. Stand tall, holding onto a chair or counter for balance. Slowly rise up onto your tiptoes, hold for a second, and slowly lower back down. This strengthens your calf muscles. Aim for 10 to 15 repetitions. Toe raises. Still holding on for balance, lift the front of your feet off the floor, shifting your weight back onto your heels. This works the muscles on the front of your lower legs. Repeat 10-15 times. Seated leg lifts. Sit upright in a chair, back straight. Slowly straighten one leg out in front of you, hold for a few seconds, then slowly lower it. Repeat with the other leg. This targets your thigh muscles. Aim for 10-15 reps per leg. Standing side leg raises. Stand tall, holding onto a chair. Keeping your body stable, slowly lift one leg out to the side, then lower it with control. Repeat on the other side. This works your hip abductor muscles, important for balance. Aim for 10-15 reps per leg. Remember to start slowly. Consistency is more important than intensity, especially at the beginning. Aim for 2-3 sessions per week. Always listen to your body. Use sturdy support, wear good shoes, and breathe throughout the exercises. Stop if you feel any sharp or unusual pain. Investing in your leg strength is investing in your freedom and quality of life. Each repetition, however small it feels, is a powerful step towards staying stronger, more independent, and living the vibrant life you deserve. Which one of these simple exercises will you try this week? As the years bring wisdom, they also inevitably present new challenges to our bodies. We might find ourselves struggling with stiffness in our joints, tightness in muscles that were once agile, or the simple act of standing up becoming more of a task. There's a quiet, sometimes frustrating reality to how our bodies change, and it can feel like we're slowly losing touch with the very vessel that carries us through life. But amidst these changes, there's a lifeline: practices like yoga and Tai Chi. Investing just a small amount of time each day in these disciplines has the power to transform both your physical health and your emotional well-being in ways you might not expect. What's truly incredible about yoga and Tai Chi is that they aren't just for the young or the super fit. They aren't reserved for the most flexible bodies or the strongest muscles. They are inclusive, welcoming, and have no age restrictions. Whether you're 50, 70, or 90, these practices can adapt to meet you exactly where you are, offering a space to heal, stretch, and grow, no matter your starting point. The simple act of dedicating just a few minutes daily can make a monumental difference. Both yoga and Tai Chi are powerful tools for improving flexibility and strength, reducing stress, boosting circulation, and cultivating emotional balance. Think of Tai Chi as a gentle, flowing dance, almost like meditation in motion. Its fluid, graceful movements feel calming yet energizing, connecting you deeply to your body and your surroundings, promoting a sense of peace and clarity. It's renowned for significantly improving balance and preventing falls. Yoga, too, holds an unmatched capacity to reconnect us with ourselves. It's not about contorting into impossible shapes or competing. It's about listening to your body, honoring where it is, and moving with intention and awareness, linking breath with movement. Simple, gentle poses like the cat-cow stretch for spinal flexibility, the mountain pose for posture awareness, or modified chair poses for strength can be incredibly beneficial. Even just focusing on deep, diaphragmatic breathing can profoundly calm the nervous system. Yoga helps build strength, improve posture, maintain balance, both physically and mentally, and reduce stress. Incorporating either practice is an investment in your mental and emotional well-being. They help find inner peace amidst the noise of daily life, allowing you to be present, calm, and grounded. And you can do them almost anywhere. A quiet corner of your home is perfect. All you need is a willingness to move gently and breathe intentionally. So, no matter where you are in life or what your body feels like today, remember this: it is never too late to start. Whether you're brand new or rekindling an old practice, the physical, mental, and emotional benefits are waiting for you. Age doesn't diminish our ability to grow, heal, or find peace. It only adds depth to the journey. Consider exploring a local class designed for seniors, or finding reputable online resources. Take that first gentle step. We've explored 5 powerful keys: sleep, movement, sunlight, leg strength, and mind-body practices like yoga or Tai Chi. Each one is potent on its own. But the real magic, the deepest transformation, happens when we start to weave them together, not as separate chores, but as an integrated tapestry of well-being. And underpinning this tapestry is something crucial, yet often unseen: our mindset. Finding that inner peace through yoga or Tai Chi is wonderful, but how do we carry that sense of calm and balance into the rest of our day, especially when faced with challenges? How do we ensure these positive physical changes are supported by strong mental and emotional resilience? Because let's be honest, physical health and mental well-being are 2 sides of the same coin. They deeply influence each other. Think about how these keys naturally connect. A good night's sleep gives you the energy to be more active and maybe enjoy that morning walk in the sun. That walk not only gives you vitamin D, but also strengthens your legs and clears your mind. Perhaps you incorporate some simple leg exercises after your walk. Later, a few minutes of gentle yoga or Tai Chi helps you unwind, easing any stiffness and preparing you for another restful night. It's not about adding 5 more things to your to-do list. It's about seeing opportunities throughout your day. Can you do some heel raises while waiting for the kettle to boil? Can you practice deep breathing while sitting in traffic or waiting in line? Can you consciously choose the stairs? Can you step outside for 5 minutes instead of scrolling on your phone? Look for these small integration points. Start small, perhaps focusing on mastering one key first, then gradually weaving in others as the first becomes a habit. The goal is a sustainable rhythm, not a stressful overhaul. Beyond the physical actions, how you think about aging and your health plays an enormous role. Do you view getting older primarily through a lens of loss and limitation, or can you shift towards seeing it as a time of wisdom, adaptation, and continued potential? This isn't about denying challenges, but about choosing how you respond to them. Cultivating optimism doesn't mean ignoring difficulties. It means focusing on possibilities, celebrating small wins, and believing in your ability to adapt and learn. Acceptance is also key, accepting the changes that come with time, without resignation. Acceptance allows you to work with your body, not against it. When you approach practices like leg exercises or improving sleep not as a battle against aging, but as acts of self-care and empowerment, your experience transforms. One of the most powerful mindset shifts you can make is cultivating gratitude. In a world that often focuses on what's lacking, consciously acknowledging the good things, big or small, retrains your brain. It shifts your focus from limitations, my knees ache, to appreciation. I'm grateful I can still walk in the garden. How? Keep a simple gratitude journal by your bed. Write down 3 things you're thankful for each day, or simply take a moment during your day, perhaps while enjoying the sunlight, to mentally list things you appreciate. The warmth, a kind word, a comfortable chair, the ability to breathe deeply. Gratitude combats stress, improves mood, and builds emotional resilience by reminding us of the abundance already present in our lives. Life inevitably throws curveballs. You might have days where you lack motivation, experience a setback in your health, or feel discouraged. Emotional resilience is your ability to navigate these times without getting completely derailed. Practices like yoga and Tai Chi help build this resilience by teaching mindfulness and calm. Beyond that, actively practice self-compassion. Talk to yourself kindly, as you would a dear friend facing difficulties. Acknowledge the challenge without harsh judgment. Remember that setbacks are part of the process, not failures. Don't be afraid to seek support. Talk to friends, family, or even a professional if you're struggling. Connection is a powerful buffer against stress. Finally, remember that a healthy body is the vessel for a life well lived. What brings you joy? What gives you a sense of purpose? As roles change, perhaps through retirement or children leaving home, it's vital to nurture interests and connections. Engage in hobbies, learn something new, a language, an instrument, technology. Volunteer your time and wisdom, or mentor someone younger. Meaningful social connections are incredibly protective for both mental and physical health. Combat loneliness by actively reaching out, joining clubs, or participating in community activities. Feeling connected and purposeful provides a powerful motivation to keep taking care of yourself through all the other keys we've discussed. Integrating these physical practices with a resilient, grateful, and purposeful mindset creates a truly holistic approach to aging vibrantly. It's about nurturing the whole you, body, mind, and spirit. So, we've journeyed together through these 5 golden keys, nurturing ourselves with deep sleep, breaking free from the chains of stillness with movement, embracing the healing energy of sunlight, building a solid foundation with strong legs, and finding inner peace and flexibility through yoga or Tai Chi. As we bring our exploration to a close, let's remember the incredible power held within these simple, actionable steps. Each key unlocks a different aspect of well-being, but together, they create a powerful synergy, supporting and enhancing one another. Better sleep fuels more energy for movement. Movement makes sleep deeper. Sunlight boosts mood-making activity more appealing. Strong legs enable safe movement outdoors. And practices like yoga or Tai Chi integrate it all, bringing balance to body and mind. But perhaps the greatest lesson underlying all of this is the profound power of choice and a positive attitude. Aging isn't a sentence. It's simply another chapter in life, filled with its own unique opportunities. Our health and happiness, to a large extent, depend on the small, conscious choices we make every single day. Choosing to move instead of sit, choosing to step outside, choosing to prioritize rest, choosing to gently challenge our bodies. These choices accumulate, shaping our experience of aging. The goal isn't just about adding more years to our life, but crucially, adding more life, more quality, more meaning, more joy to those years. It's about redefining what it means to grow older, not as a period of decline, but as a time for continued growth, learning, contribution, and finding peace. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey today. Remember, it is truly never too late to start taking these steps towards a healthier, more vibrant version of yourself. Be patient. Be kind to yourself. Celebrate every small victory, and trust in your body's incredible ability to adapt and heal. The power to shape your health and well-being is in your hands. Embrace these keys, make them your own, and step forward into your future with strength, vitality, and peace. If you enjoyed this video, comment 1 to let me know. If not, comment 2. Your thought matters to me either way.